Hi guys, and welcome back to Ari Says Stuff. I hope you guys are having a great day today. I wanted to make this video about a topic that has been kind of circulating a little bit right now, and it's in regards to the Ari Lennox and Rod Wave situation. Now, and this is just like a disclaimer, I don't want to focus too much on like drama and stuff that's going on. I do want to make videos about it here and there, but for this particular situation, it really struck a chord with me in many ways. For one, I am a huge Ari Lennox fan. I love her music and just her as a person. She just seems like a really sweet and kind person. I've been following her for a long time, watching her lives for a long time, and just seeing her go through her journey of just trying to better herself, her sobriety journey, her journey with just like self-love and just like dating, really life in general. So if you don't know who Ari Lennox is, she's basically an R&B singer. She's been out for quite a while. She makes really awesome music. And throughout her career, she's actually had a lot of support from rappers. She is signed to J. Cole, so that tells you a lot. And if you've seen any videos of them performing together or in the studio, you can tell he has a very strong sense of respect for her as a person and her artistry. So going on this tour obviously is a complete change of pace from that. And so when this recent live happened where she spoke about the tour she went on with Rod Wave, I think it was called a Nostalgia Tour, she basically was expressing that she feels like his fan base doesn't necessarily understand her music. His fan base really, honestly, I'm going to be blatant. They had no respect for her. That his fan base, they tend to be a bit more sad and emo, which is understandable. The way that the world is right now, I get it,
It was tough. It was tough and it was heavy on my soul, feeling that energy. Especially the day when the bottle happened, because that side of the stage, I felt the energy. I wasn't surprised that it happened. I felt it. It was, first of all, it was just all darkness. And then when I realized they were getting angry at me affirming them, I was like, okay, you're getting angry that I'm affirming you. This is not my crowd.
And she basically was saying that her music was a bit too happy for them, and a lot of unfortunate events happened on this tour for her. Of course, one of the big things being the person that tried to assault her and threw a bottle at her, which if that would have hit her, especially in her face, that could have honestly been damaging. She mentioned how from early on, she could feel that his fans just really weren't feeling her, which is crazy to me because I've been to concerts before where I maybe wasn't a fan of the opener, or I didn't know who the opener was. So I was open to hear their music and see, what they're about. When I went to the Ari Lennox show in 2023, she had two openers. I'd never heard of them. But after hearing their music, I went home and looked them up, and they're really amazing R&B artists. When you go to concerts, openers are a great way to learn about new music, learn about the new up-and-coming artists or artists that have been around that you just didn't know about. And even if I didn't particularly like their music, that's still not a reason for me to boo them or assault them or just be nasty towards them. I don't get that. And seeing her speak about this tour on that live just really I just felt so bad. I tend to also watch her interviews. I just enjoy hearing her speak about things, and she's spoken about this in interviews as well, so it's come up multiple times.
Then you're now on tour with Rod Wave, so how's that going?
Oh, it's hard. It is, because I'm opening up for young people, and they what I realized, I think my music is a little too happy,
and it seems to have affected her, and even if it's not that deep of an effect, I can't speak for her, I don't know what goes through her mind, but that still has to be hurtful that people would emit such negative energy towards you when you're trying to be positive. She, as she mentioned, was trying to affirm them and tell them you're beautiful, you're amazing, and they were still just being nasty towards her. And I know, the landscape of fandom has over the years changed a little bit as far as from what I've seen. In the past couple of years, I've seen instance after instance after instance of fans trying to assault artists, trying to throw things on the stage.
A pretty bold fan to do this. BB Rexha was smacked in the face by a phone from an...
A fan threw an adult toy at Billie Eilish, because while Billie Eilish...
Yelling at them, calling them names, berating them. And it's like, where is this coming from? I mean, I'm sure people in the past did it too, but like, I don't know, maybe it's because it's more prevalent. We have social media, things are more upfront, we see more things than we used to. But it's like, I mean, I've lost count. I've seen so many artists that have been injured from being assaulted by people that are showing up to their shows. You're paying to be there, and you go there and assault the person that you're paying to see. That is crazy. Now, if you don't know about the water bottle incident, basically Ari was on stage singing. Actually, no, this portion of the show, it was the part where she was affirming them, trying to get them to say affirmations. And somebody from the side of the stage, they were pretty close, took a water bottle and chucked it at her. And you see it fly past her, and she's like, caught off guard.
I am sexy. Say I'm smart. Say I'm confident as fuck. Say I'm the one and never the motherfucking ass too. Say whoever gets this pussy for the rest of their life better apply that motherfucking pressure.
And she then, of course, gets angry and she's like, threatening the person. Like, why would you do something like that? Like, that's uncalled for.
Don't fucking play with me. Stop that shit. I'll fuck you up. Who did it? Who the fuck did it? Who the fuck did it? I'll fuck your ass up. Cause I don't say that I'm a real ass bitch and I will fuck your shit all the way the fuck up. Yeah. Don't you ever disrespect a beautiful black woman on the fucking stage like that. I will fucking fuck you up. That's the fuck right. We did it, bitch.
Essentially, the girl, I think, was escorted out. But this just, like, I feel like that incident was, like, the personification of how the whole tour has gone for her. It's a great example of the lack of respect that his fans seem to have for her. When you're going to see a show, your energy, your vibe, your actions contribute to the artist and what you're getting from them. If you're giving them the cold shoulder, being nasty towards them, of course you're going to be freaking sad and having a terrible time. There has to be a mutual respect between you and the artist. And speaking of respect, so she was on tour with Rod Wave, right? And I personally feel like, obviously, I don't know the situation. I don't know what happened. But if I was the one on tour, or the one whose tour Ari Lennox was on, and my fans were berating her, were throwing things at her, were giving her the cold shoulder, I feel like as the person that is the headliner of the tour, it is your responsibility to, even if it's a social media thing, hey, this is my opener, you're going to respect her. You don't have to be yelling and screaming and jumping and knowing all the songs, but at the very least, give her respect. Don't throw things at her. And maybe he did speak out. If he did, I'll insert it in the video, but I did look it up. I did try to see if he posted something or said something, and I couldn't find anything, which also is confusing to me. It's like very easy because your fans obviously respect you. I feel like from people that I've seen that are Rod Wave fans, they love Rod Wave. Like, they love him so much. I feel like if he would have said something, his fans would respect him and say, okay, he respects her, which it shouldn't even have to be that. He shouldn't have to speak out and say something. But honestly, if I was Ari, I would feel hurt that you didn't come to my defense when these are your people. I'm just saying. And I think a really important thing to also know is that Rod Wave is, he's a kind of a sad artist. He makes music that is real. Like, people are going through mental health issues. People are struggling, and I know people really resonate with that. People are going through hard times. And I feel like when you engulf yourself in a space that is extremely negative and sad and depressing, especially if you are dealing with it, if you're dealing with depression, if you're dealing with traumas and stress and sadness and poverty and all the things, when you've been in that space for so long, and then not only are you in that space, but you find media, whether that be music, TV, movies, what have you, that also plays into that and resonates in that. I feel like when you are ruminating in that funk for so long and you're kind of going into this mind space of, okay, I'm gonna go to this concert and be sad, seeing somebody come out that is trying to sing about love and trying to affirm you, I really think his fans weren't the crowd for Ari Lennox. They just weren't. And it really didn't have to be that way, because I could see why Ari would go on tour with him. I think if his fans respected her and cheered for her, and, you know, even if they didn't know the songs, if they just gave her respect, I feel like this whole experience could have gone completely different. And who knows, they could have found a new artist that they really enjoyed and liked. And, you know, sometimes you listen to your Rod Wave and you put on a little bit of Ari Lennox when you're wanting to feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think another aspect of this issue that really makes me sad, and I think Ari kind of mentioned it a little bit, if not in her live, then she mentioned it in the water bottle incident. Don't you ever disrespect a beautiful black woman on the fucking stage like that! But the fact that a lot of Rod Wave's fans are black, and obviously Ari Lennox is black, and the fact that a room full of black people see this beautiful black woman on stage that is extremely talented. If you've never been to an Ari Lennox concert, I completely recommend that you do, because she is awesome live. But the fact that a room full of black people, even if you don't know who she is or care for her music, would be so negative and nasty to her, I feel like just adds another layer of sadness to this. Like, that has to be so hurtful from Ari's perspective, looking down on a bunch of people that look like you, and they really are just emitting nothing but nasty and negative energy towards you, simply for what? For trying to be positive to them, trying to make them feel better. I don't know. I think that that's really odd.
You weird, buddy. You're weird.
This was a really unfortunate situation for Ari, and I hope that the next time she does go on tour, that things are much better for her. Like I said, I've been to one of her shows. I'm really curious to see if her next tour is going to be her by herself. Is it going to be with another artist? And if she does go on tour with another artist, I hope it's another R&B artist. I would love to see her with like Jasmine Sullivan or her. Oh my God, I've been to her shows as well, and she's also a really good performer. Or even like someone like Erykah Badu, like people that are more in her lane, in her sector, you know, like the R&B type girls, you know what I mean? I would love to see her go on tour and have almost like a redemption arc. Like, this tour was obviously not fun for her. It was horrible, not a great experience. I would love to see her on tour and come back and say she's having the time of her life with people that are supporting her and loving her, with the other singers, or not only singers, but artists and performers that respect her and are pouring into her the way she deserves, and their fans as well. But also, I mean, she can go on tour by herself. I mean, she's done that before. I would love to see that as well. I hope that that happens this year. But either way, Ari has genuine love and support from lots of people, and that will never change.
I can walk into my space as Ari with my people, and I don't gotta change a thing. Like, they love me for me. And I don't gotta twerk this ass, because I don't know how anyway.
But yeah, I hope that if you are one of the Rod Wave fans that treated Ari poorly, I hope that you genuinely reflect and think, why do I feel this way? Why did I feel the need to treat this black woman this way when all she was trying to do was sing to us and make us feel good? I hope that you really can heal. I hope that you exit that chapter of sadness and negativity, because it's really not healthy to sit in that for so long, to the point where you let it consume your energy like that. I don't know, it's not good.
I'll seek help.
And for the rest of us, please go and support Ari Lennox. If you aren't already, go listen to her music, go comment positive things on her posts because she really deserves it. But yeah, what do you guys think about this topic? Do you have any other information that I didn't put in this video? Do you have any other perspectives maybe that I didn't think about? Go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
I didn't invite you to the table. You just showed up.